I do a lot of work about immigration. Coming from the internet, I'm used to doing things this big, But whenever I get space, I try to do something. And part of what I try to do is that I want to reflect these problems that some of the world doesn't know about. There was a lot of fear. Immigrants are taking over, what are we going to do? We have to stop this. And the understanding of the situation was not part of that. Most people don't put themselves in the other person's shoes. My name is Khalid Albaih. I'm a political cartoonist and artist from Sudan. I was born in Romania. My father was a diplomat. Like many other Sudanese families, we're a very political family. In 1989, Al-Bashir came to power. And with him coming to power, a lot of people had to leave. So there was a huge brain drain in Sudan. Doctors, engineers, intellectuals, and so on. And my father, like many others, was part of that. So for me, at a lot of times, politics was the reason why I didn't have a home. So I was very interested, and I had a lot of questions. I discovered cartooning when I was 14 or 15 or something, and in a place where people were restricted from talking about politics, or afraid, or just grew tired of it, because things don't change. It was the perfect way to talk about politics, because when you say you're a cartoonist, people smile. I've done this cartoon because I wanted to explain the power of this piece of paper called passports. The cartoon is basically a passport that's turned upside down, and it's a European Union passport, which looks like a tent. And in that tent is a man sleeping, because this is really what shelters him. This is his hopes and dreams. In most areas of the world, your passport is your gateway to the world. So everything depends on that piece of paper. I thought humanizing the refugees really was important, because all you hear about in the news is either how many came or how many died. Making them into numbers doesn't really make this a human relationship, and doesn't really solve the issue. And this is something, of course, that most people in the West don't understand. But this is our life. This is what we have to go through. And that's why these people die trying to get to Europe, because they just want to be not a number anymore. And that piece of paper is worth dying for. Fast forward 3 years, and I'm in Copenhagen, and I get a commission by the National Gallery of Denmark and Amnesty International for Refugees Day. So I decided to build these tents. And with building these tents, I didn't just want to build a tent. I wanted to talk to refugees, because I want to present their stories and their passports. Through the wonders of social media, I got contacted by Kathleen, and she loved the work, and she thought it's very fit with Jacksonville. I love the idea of having these tents go around, but not the same passports, not the same tents, because now we're in Jacksonville, we figure out who are the main refugees, and with that we make those passports. I live online, so one of the tweets that I came across was a tweet that President Trump was showing. This is the latest model of the wall that we're going to build. The idea that we're looking at different models of a border wall, it's like marketing the wall. So we decided to build that exact wall, having on one side the camp of the passports of asylum seekers and refugees, and on the other side, the same passports turned upside down, which will make a cartoonish look of a bird flying over the wall, and that's the American passports. So to put the viewer in between, you choose where you want to go, and you choose the situation that you're in. and you look at the other side. So it's all about displacement and looking at the situation from different roles that you might not usually be familiar with. Because for me, this work is about starting a conversation, because that's what I do with my cartoons. I want to start a conversation. I want you to talk about it, to push you a little bit, to think more. And this gives me a chance for you to look at it in real time. I really want people to be immersed in the installation, just walk around, take it in and look at it and understand what it is, the power of those papers.